was talking to my mum a little bit ago, and she mentioned this swimming the channel thing. So for me and everyone at home, can you tell us sort of that story and how that came about? Because that's wild.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember like your not your Andy messaged me about it. Yeah, I remember when I told him, he was like, what, like that's so crazy. um yeah, so I summed the channel and fundraised for Reverse Rett in summer of 2017. That was when I was 22. I always think like it sounds kind of more impressive than it is. Like I describe myself as like a water-based person. And I kind of had like swimming the channel on my bucket list, like probably when I was 40 and had like put on loads of weight. And then I just thought like life's too short to wait to do stuff. And I've always loved to do like big challenges. I think that's like the one thing that big challenges like that have going for them. You always feel so motivated and your life feels really purposeful when you have like something like that to train for. And the other thing about the channel is you have to book it like a year and a half or more in advance, and you pay quite a lot to have you have to go with a boat who'll guide you and make sure that you don't crash into large shipping because obviously it's like a really busy shipping channel, so you have to dodge all of those as well. So I guess it was good in that sense that I couldn't really bail out because I'd paid lots of money that I didn't have at the time because I just finished my undergrad degree.
Oh,
And I did it in I did it on Nadya's birthday actually, and so right in the middle of August. So that was like a really nice coincidence. You get given a week's window, and then you have to
That's
wait until the
wild.
weather's good. So it's so like stop packing, go, like drive to Dover, which is like where you start from because it's the shortest distance from England to France. It's like Dover to this like little point in France. And yeah, so it took me 12 hours exactly. I started at midnight the day of her birthday and then finished at midday and then just like slept for the next like week or so.
Why midnight? That's a weird choice. That wouldn't be if someone was like, when do you want to get into a freezing cold river and swim the channel? I don't know if the time I would choose to start with would be midnight.
No,
What's that about?
they just pick it so that
Oh,
because the tide changes about every 6 hours, so you end up doing kind of an S shape, and they want to kind of wiggle that round so that you end up doing the shortest distance as the crow flies. So it's like all about the tides, and also like depending on whether you're like a slow or fast swimmer, you're probably going to end up swimming in the dark anyway, so it kind of makes sense to do that when you're still like fresh, you haven't like got any hypothermia setting in. Yeah, so that like it was so crazy. Like I had to do so much training for it. I was like living in Oxford at the time, so I was like coming back to Bournemouth to do sea swims on the weekend, and doing the longest swim I did in the sea was 9 hours before the actual swim. And yeah, so it was like exhausting, but I was so happy when it was done. I mean, and everyone says, was it really hard? And to be honest, I think the training was a lot harder than the actual thing, because once you're there, you're going to do it. Like I was going to do it unless they literally dragged me out,
that's
kicking and screaming. But yeah, never again.
yeah, you wouldn't think, although
I don't know. There's some people
maybe
that do it, yeah, like multiple times, like get to France and then they're like, oh, I'm going to swim back. And I joke about it now, but like maybe in 10 years, you'll talk to me
people do
again.
it.
And
This might be the moment that something's flipping in your head and you go like, I gotta do it again.